Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here to another Nxtgen broadcast here by myself, Jamie Scrafton. Tonight, the European GT4 guys are here at the Nuringburg ring. Apologies for not being able to stream race 1, as I was currently occupied with other things, but I've managed to get here as planned in time for race 2. So, hopefully, we get a good show here. Be interesting to see who won the last race, as I was unable to see that, obviously not being here, but of course they'll be starting at the rear of the field as is tradition. We will be starting with a reverse grid for race 2. Got some chat from the drivers there on the bottom left hand corner. So we've got a couple of Porsches, Gobies in a Porsche, Pidgeys in the McLaren, Robinson back in the Ford Mustang, another McLaren, Dark Sykes in the Aston, Big C in the Jag, Shalestones in the Porsche, Trigg in the McLaren. I believe that's the Team Brit Aston Martin. And that would appear to be our field for race 2. Just going to go ahead and quickly adjust the options here so we can get everything. Looks like there's only 8 tonight. No, we still have Polish to enter the events. And of course there's me. So we should have 11 drivers in total on the field. Is there a way of checking the previous race results? I guess not. That's just my stuff, isn't it? Guess we will not be taking a look at who won that race until we get going again here at the Nuringburg ring. Saxo would appear to be our host this evening in terms of the lobby, so we will have to wait on him for all of the commands to sort of be set, etc. Which is fine. 8 cars currently on the racetrack, 9 cars currently on the racetrack, my apologies. And we are due for 11. So NGR, Scotty and Polish still yet to enter the race. They do that by clicking this tick. So they're yet to do that. Mr. Saxo is typing though, as you can see by his name there was a pencil, which means they are writing a message when they are all back. So we are just waiting on a few guys to get sorted and ready for race number 2 here at the Nuringburg ring. Should be fun. Looks like someone is heading up the racetrack. That is Gobi in the 22. Very sharp looking Porsche came in there. Ten cars currently entered. We are still awaiting one final driver to click that tick. That is Polish. Just going to grab a quick swig of Pepsi here. Just going to let them know I'm commentating now. Like Gobi doing a bit of pre-race celebration here. Practicing some burnouts for when he may win the race. Who knows? Yeah, Pidgey's now in the McLaren, so I'm just wondering, there's no BMWs this week. Have the BMWs been banned? Or maybe with the limitations, we're trying to, at Nxtgen, play around with the settings to make all of the cars competitive. There we have Mr. Saxo saying, be careful in the first corner please. As you guys will know, fans of the Nuringburg ring, it's a very tight and nasty corner, especially when everyone goes in there with a head of steam. It's not good. So here is Polish in that corner right there. I mean, he's not showing us a great view, but as long as he stays there, that is the corner there. He's driving the beautiful Street Art Aston. Nxtgen Scotty goes for a slide into one. The guys now all hitting the racetrack, as they must be on the racetrack for the race to begin, for them to get their positions even. That is the wonderful Street Art Aston, designed, well, recreated here in GT Sport by Dark Sykes, and it is a spectacle. I believe he is currently working on another paint scheme with that sort of theme, so that'll be really cool to see when that's finished. I believe he's actually driving the sort of unfinished version. There it is. I believe this is the same one. Looks like it. Looks like lots of intricate bits of detail there. All those different shades and tones. But the final, guys, has been launched. We're about to go racing here at the Nuringburg ring for the final time tonight. Let's take a look at the field. So it looks like Pidgey was our race winner. He will start at the rear end of the field, and Trig finished last place in race 1. He will start first. Anticipation for those lights. The green flag is out at Nuringburg. Look at the jumps people are making. Those Porsches seem to come to life on the race start there. Look at Polish straight away. This is the first corner that everyone must be careful about. Looks like Shalestone's got sandwiched a bit between Polish and possibly Nxtgen there. Here they come. It's time to get straightened out now. Looking very busy, 3 wide in places. And here they come. That is the pack battling tonight for a race win. 15 laps here in race 2. Race 1 winner Pidgey already up to 9th. That's 2 spots he's gained on the field. Saxo will be sure to follow him up through the field if he can. Bigsy to the race lead in the Jaguar. Quite a jump there as well. Second advantage right now to him. Here comes Polish in the Street Art Aston. Shalestone's looking to make a move there on Trig. He's going to dive it to the inside. He's going to make that pass stick, but he runs it a little wide, and Trig fights back on the outside. Oh no! Dark Sykes is off. I don't know what happened there. It looked like he got loose. There may have been a bit of assistance from another driver, but he's hard into that inside wall. Dave Robinson now, Nxtgen Robinson back in the back of the pack. Here in 10th. He's looking to make a move on last race winner Pidgey, if given the opportunity. As Saxo and Pidgey fight side by side, bits of bumping and banging there as they come onto the final corner to complete lap 1. Looks like Gooby got stacked up a little bit there. Let's take you to the front of the field where Nxtgen Bigsy has been able to hold off everybody through the second half of the racetrack. Polish still there in second, as well as Shalestones. Nxtgen Scotty with a very nice start to this race, being able to stay in the top 5. Very good run for him. Nxtgen Saxo though, looks like Pidgey went really wide. I'm not sure if Pidgey was trying to avoid Saxo. More contact between those two. It goes without saying that Nxtgen Saxo and Pidgey are 2 of the fastest guys in this racing league. Understandably going to be some competitiveness between the two. They two are slowly moving up as a pair, kind of, but they're also changing positions between themselves quite often. If they focus and get in line and just start making passes as a team, maybe actually they'll get up to the front a bit quicker. We'll have to wait and see. Big Z though coming under fire now from Polish, who's managed to make his way up within 4/10 on Big Z. Looked like Polish ran it way wide there. Shellstones around, checking up to avoid Polish. Everyone looks like they're going to get through. Okay. Oh, and a big knock between Scotty and Robinson there. Not enough room. I think Scotty was still recovering from what had just happened. Dark Sykes, though, still not in a good place right now. 6 seconds behind 10th place is Trig, 15 seconds away from the leader after that spin early on in this race. Big Z, though, with a huge gap now, 2.5 seconds in that Jaguar. Jushan is now your second place vehicle. Saxo and Pidgey still battling side by side, bumping and banging, but they're making it up time. They're up to 5th and 6th now. My apologies for the little sort of bit. Polish now to the inside of Gobi. They touch a little bit. Look at how close this battle is. Saxo's going to try and make a move on the outside. Can't get the run. Gobi gets in. Polish. Saxo now to the outside of Gobi. Can he keep the run going? Gobi runs it wide. Saxo's in the grass. He will fall in line behind Gobi. As long as all of this battling goes on, Big Z continues to draw out his lead. His closest competitor, Drushan, now sits 2 seconds back. As we swapped cameras there, it looks like Pidgey somehow managed to get around those guys and shoot up to 3rd. Saxo and Gobi now battle side by side. Look like Saxo's going to get forced a little bit wide there, but he seemed to be wise to back off. Polish now falls in behind Saxo. It's actually Dark Sykes, our current last place driver, who holds the fastest lap time. And just got you fallen back a few places since we last checked in. He's now in 9th, 4 places back from where he was. Apologies. In his team Brit Aston Martin. Oh, yeah, some more Pepsi. Looks like NGR Robinson is going to come under fire though from Shellstones. He is moving in closer and closer. Those last few corners he was getting closer and closer to Robinson's rear bumper, sort of letting him know that he was there. We'll have to see if any moves do happen though. Pidgey has passed Drushan. He is now in 2nd. Big Z now only 1.3 seconds ahead of 2nd place. And Pidgey is coming. Doesn't seem to matter what Pidgey's driving, he'll find a way to take it to the front. Saxo has been able to get around his constructor's teammate of Gobi. Currently in the purple for Saxo, lap time wise. Of course, I'm guessing he started 2nd last. Big Z now has fallen back to 2nd. Pidgey to the race lead, race 1 winner. From the back of the pack to the front of the field in less than 4 complete laps. What a drive. And no, Gobi goes off, we didn't see what, and Saxo's off too. I can only assume there was some contact made between those two. They were battling quite hard. That has severely knocked them off the pace. They're going to have to make a lot of time now. In fact, Gobi's fallen back to the last position. Dark Sykes now moves up to 9th. Saxo will fall in at 7th. Another Porsche there in 6th may help him out. Robinson's Ford is now entering the top 5. We quite often see Robinson and those Fords running sort of mid to top end of the pack. It's quite consistent. I think that's what gets him moving through the field over time. The only Ford Mustang in the field this evening. This race, though, currently being led by the Irish drivers of Pidgey and Nxtgen, both in McLarens. And the first Belgium driver is Polish, back in 4th in the Street Art Aston. Saxo now up to 6th ahead of Shalestones. He's going to make a move on Robinson. He was looking there. He's got the run for it. He's going to move to the inside. Robinson gives him the space. It seems with the new setups, those Porsches have a much better acceleration than they used to. They were pretty much junk. They had no speed whatsoever in these events. But it seems that Nxtgen have done the right thing with the tweaks, and it's nice to see those Porsches competitive again. Pidgey has clocked out 3 seconds now, back to 2nd. As he crosses the line, that will be a 3rd of this race. Completely will also improve on his best lap time, setting a 1:59.08. They come to the line. Trig and Scotty side by side at the very back of the field at the minute. Scotty, though, with a great run. Back to the front, though, with Pidgey 69 and Nxtgen 87. These two seem to have clocked out a little bit. Ooh. Clocked out a little bit from the rest of the field. Biggsy did lead a few laps there at the beginning of this race. He was the pulser. Race 2 with the reverse grid. He's going to bring it around. Saxo looked like he overdrove that corner. It's a little bit slid up the racetrack. Good thing there was a bit of a wide corner there. There wasn't much chance of him going off in the grass. On board now with Robinson. It looks like he's going to be under fire from Polish very shortly. As Robinson gets a little bit loose, that will kill his momentum a little bit. As you can see, the timer going down, separating him and Polish. We'll have to see how Polish does as he gets a little bit loose there. Almost runs it off in the grass. Saxo now has Biggsy in his sight. I wonder how long it'll take for Saxo to... Whoa! Bit of a slide there for Saxo. I just won't saying, just wonder how long it'll take for Saxo to catch up with Biggsy there. Knowing Saxo, not long. Of course, Saxo was part of an on-track incident on lap 3, I believe, with Blue Goby. Blue Goby got the worst of it. They were running side by side, pretty much identical lap times. just went too wide into a corner. There wasn't really the room for it, and they both were sent off into the grass. I think Saxo just happened to recover quicker. Gobi struggled a little bit to get out of the grass, and as a result is back here in 18 seconds away from the leader, and Saxo is half that time away from the leader in 4th. Let's check in with Dark Sykes. He had an early race into lap 1. He's holding his own right now in 9th. He lost a lot of time. A lot of time indeed with that spin. He got well and truly trapped out in the grass. But now there are 2 cars behind him, Scotty and Trig. And he's up there with that pack, and that pack goes up to the 6th spot, I believe. So still a lot of places in sight there for Dark Sykes if he chooses to be aggressive. Gobi now moving up a few positions since we last checked in just a few moments ago. He's now up to 6th ahead of Polish and Shalestones. And now Robinson going to come under fire from Gobi, as Saxo has caught and passed Bigsy for the 3rd spot. Let's go back to Robinson and Gobi for this battle for the 5th spot. See, Robinson runs it wide, giving Gobi room if he wants it on the inside. Gobi's going to try and go outside here onto the apron a little bit. Robinson very much tied to the inside of the corners that he's taking. Gobi doesn't seem to mind where he wants to go. He doesn't seem bothered. He'll run the outside of the corner or the inside of the corner. Will he try it here? He's going to. Gobi now to the inside of Robinson. They're side by side, no contact. Gobi gets the pass done, but Robinson's coming right back. Gobi, successful pass. Saxo with about 3 seconds either way between Drushan and Bigsy. Now sitting in a podium position once again here in the Nxtgen GT4 European Series. Polish in 7th, Sykes in 8th. Sykes has been able to get around Shalestones, who now sits in 9th spot. Scotty now down to the 10th spot, 6 seconds ahead of Trig, holding his own, 15 seconds to the 9th place car of Shalestones. Ooh, Robinson gets a little bit light coming out of that corner. The rear end nearly went away, but he was able to save it. Pidgey now in another netcode, all the way out, 8 seconds ahead of the field. He's just got no pressure out there, running consistent clean laps, no one anywhere near him. He's still running quicker, as you can see there, in the purple. However, Saxo currently, with a 1:58.4, holds the fastest lap. Drushan now is a target for Saxo. Now 112 Momo Porsche looking to get a second place. If not a win tonight, the win may be looking a bit unlikely, given the incidents that Saxo has had happen to him this evening. However, silver is always better than bronze. and a chance to get it right here. Gobi now running away from Robinson, nearly 30 seconds back now, aiming now to try and pass Big C for the 4th spot. So those Porsches are having a pretty good day. Obviously the McLarens also. Here at the Nuringburg ring, we have 2 McLarens, 2 Porsches and a Jaguar in the top 5. And then our only Ford Mustang is running in 6th. What happened to Polish? A lot of damage to that street art Aston. We have missed an incident quite clearly. Looking at that rear damage, maybe he was helped in making a mistake, perhaps. Because you don't tend to see that kind of damage on a vehicle and there's not been another car involved. I'm sure we'll hear about that later though, as Nxtgen now heavily under fire from Saxo for the 2nd spot. 6 laps to go. Saxo now just trying to figure out where to make his move. Looks like he's decided here's a good spot. Of course he has the wider angle by choosing the outside. Maybe he will dive it on the inside here. The longer those 2 battle side by side, the quicker Pidgey is going to run away from them. I'm interested to see, actually, how much time these guys lose fighting each other. So obviously, here at Nxtgen we always promote clean and respectful driving. But if you're racing side by side like these 2 are, in order to be respectful and clean, you can't race, you know, to the full of your ability. Both these guys can definitely drive faster than what they are right now, but they're trying to be respectful towards one another and not ruin each other's race. But that, of course, as you can see by the timer, is just allowing Pidgey to fly away, because he's got nothing to worry about with that regard. As now we just cross 4 laps to go. Sorry. Well, I heard the noise. Pidgey's not actually... Ooh, he gets a bit loose there. It will be 4 laps to go out of this final corner for Pidgey. Oh, Saxo and Nxtgen make contact there a little bit. I wouldn't call that drastic or anything, but there was a bit of contact there. Man, Saxo's car looks loose. It's getting very tail happy towards the latter stage of this race. I don't know if that's Saxo feeling the urgency now with 4 laps to go. He wasn't given the best angle there for that corner. But Saxo's fastest lap is still holding pretty strong here. Saxo now desperate to try and make a move on Nxtgen. It's a hard one. At the opportunities that Saxo gets to pass Nxtgen is there. and you can fend them off. Let's take you further back in the pack as Dark Sykes has made it up to the 6th spot. Big Z up to 5th. Well, sorry, I suppose Gobi's gone to 4th. Big Z now in 5th. Sykes now looking to pass his brother. We'll have to see how that works out. Robinson, our only Mustang, has sadly fallen out of the top 5 now. Back to 7th. Shalestones there in 8th, just behind him. Polish in the street are Aston Martin sitting there in 9th. The Team Brit Aston Martin of NGR Scotty sits 10th. And Trig is back there in 11th place in his McLaren. Looks like while we were away, typically these guys seem to hate me capturing their best moments. Saxo has passed Dushan. So, I mean, I am starting to think that these guys just do this to annoy me now. I'll be watching them for 6 minutes, and then I quickly just do a flick through the field, and then I come back and everything's changed. But these guys have been running fairly closely. Can Drushan maybe fight back and try and get back into that 2nd spot? We'll have to wait and see, but not for too long. This is only 3 laps to go. Pidgey driver number 33 in that McLaren. Won race 1. Started at the back of the field, was able to be at the front of the field by lap 5. And every lap since, bar a couple, that lead has increased. Now up to 12 seconds. Saxo with a few incidents so far with the drivers in this race is up to 2nd. Just a couple, if you're just tuning in, just a couple of incidents where there wasn't really enough room on the track. I mean, it was no one's fault, they were racing incidents, but Saxo's had a couple of ones there, unluckily for him, which has left him with this 12, nearly 13-second deficit behind Pidgey, and I don't think he's going to be able to make that up. Coming to 2 laps to go for Pidgey out of the final corner here. 2 to go. Dark Sykes has indeed passed Bigsy now for the 5th spot. What a drive back for this driver. On lap 1 got super loose in the 2nd half of the circuit. Got stuck out in the grass, lost easily 11 seconds on the pack, and is now driven back inside the top 5. What a drive for NGR Sykes tonight. Robinson now coming under fire once again. This time it's another Porsche of NGR Shalestones. As you can see, Shalestones trying to use as much of the slipstream as he can off of Robinson, hoping to get a big run down here into turn 1. But Robinson drives this first sector so well on the racing line, it's hard to pass. Polish still in 9th, Scotty still in 10th, and Trig in 11th. The time is flickering a little bit between sort of 12.5 and 13.5 seconds between our top 2 drivers, Pidgey and Saxo. But in a couple of more corners, guys, Pidgey will be seeing the white flag for the 2nd time this evening, with a big gap back to 2nd. Saxo, though, as you can see, improving on his lap time by 2 tenths already. Very fast times now for Saxo, running it as hard as he can. Look at the time difference shrink. It's a shame this has happened this late in the race for Saxo to get into this position. It looks like a win may be impossible, but it's not over till it's over. We'll have to wait and see. White flag for Pidgey. A little bit loose there for Pidgey. Just one more good lap for Pidgey. That's all he needs. Drushan and Gobi battling for the final podium spot on the last lap of the race. Gobi is all over the back bumper of Drushan. Will he get it done? Gobi has a few more good chances to make that move. But when will he try it? That's the question here. There's only a couple of more corners left for Pidgey. Will there be two McLarens on the podium, or will it be two Porsches? Gobi darting left and right, trying to find a way around it. How close the gap has closed here between these two. Gobi has gotten around Drushan. They're side by side. Drushan again with the advantage. Pidgey out the final corner is going to win, but not by a lot. He lost a lot of time on that last lap. 8 seconds. Drushan, Gobi around. McLaren with 2 on the podium then this evening in race 2. And NGR Dark Sykes, what a drive. He will cross the line in 5th. That is your top 5. We now take you to victory lane with Pidgey 69. 2 in a row here at the Nuringburg ring for Pidgey. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's events, ladies and gentlemen. I had fun broadcasting race 2, of course. Due to other, things, I was not able to broadcast race 1. But I hope that made up for it by showing you all race 2 here at the Nuringburg ring. I've been Jamie Scraft, and this has been the Nxtgen GT4 European Series. But goodbye and take care.